Hello, my friend, Sylvie Moon here. I'm returning with a new video, a long overdue video about bullet journaling. So this particular type of journaling, bullet journaling, has been in my life for quite a few years now. I've been just in love with it. As soon as I discovered it, I fell in love with it, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit, how I found out about bullet journaling. But I've been using the process for a long time, and over time, how I use the books, how I use these notebooks has evolved. Currently, what I do is I get a new notebook every 3 months. So I started with a new notebook at the beginning of the year, and I do have a video of that. I can put a link in the description box below, but at the beginning of the year, I set up a word of the year, and then that journal kind of embodies the word of the year and also that first quarter of the year, so January, February, and March. And now that we're just about into April, it was time to get a new journal, and I fell in love with the lilac color or version of this journal. So that's why I picked lilac. Also, I felt like it really went with my nice little amethyst point there, which is a crystal I carry around with me a lot. It just kind of goes with me through the house at times when I'm working on my journaling or planning or any kind of vision work. So this is the first time I'm ever painting the cover. I thought it'd be really fun to share a little bit more of how I use the bullet journal this year, or this particular quarter, this season. And I thought it'd be fun to paint the cover as a sort of a first video or introduction to this particular bullet journal. And I was really inspired by so many other Instagrammers out there who have been painting their bullet journals and art journals. So I thought, hey, why not, create the cover I want instead of like being stuck with only having like certain stickers or things that I just felt limited in the last few journals I've made with what I had on hand. I love stickers, but for a cover, I felt like I wanted something more personalized. I mean, that's why I got hooked on bullet journaling, because bullet journaling is just blank pages with dots, and you basically design your own layout. There is the basic layout from the founder of bullet journaling that you can look that up online and learn how to bullet journal. It's very, very simple. And then over time, as the years have gone by, this process of bullet journaling has really evolved for the whole little world of bullet journaling. Well, I don't want to say little world, it's a big world of bullet. There's a lot of bullet journalers out there, and you'll see that they all have different styles. Some people overlap. Some people look a little bit more like their work is more like an art journal style. Some people use the very minimal version of bullet journaling. So from, very, very many different ways you can approach using a bullet journal. And I really wanted to share with you all here how I use it, and sort of some of the different layouts and fun things that I do within the journal. Maybe help you guys out there who are bullet journalers yourself, or interested in trying to use a bullet journal and just trying to find some inspiration or other ways to use the journal, and kind of develop your own process. As you can see, I've really decided in this particular painting to stick with more neutral colors, variations on like taupe and this sort of blue-gray color that I found, and this smoky gray color and white. And just kind of mixing them together, creating different values and shadows and light, creating shadows and light with the values, just to create interest on this little landscape that I'm creating here. We've been doing a lot of home improvements, and a lot of the choices, or all the choices that we've been making as far as colors go for walls, paint, and flooring, have all been from the neutral family, which I'm kind of surprised at because I used to just love to choose really fun colors for our rooms. But as time has gone by, I have really been drawn more towards the neutrals, and I think it's just due to the fact that eventually I grow tired of a certain color and then I want another color. And then, because it's so much work to paint and it costs a bit of money, I get frustrated and I just don't do it, but I just live with the color, whatever color I choose. And so I figured, why not with the house, and the walls and floor decorations, or not decorations, but colors, keep them neutral. And then when it comes to decorations, little things like wall art or, wall art, I don't want to say little things, but decorative things, or putting up art, or putting up, cushions on the couch, or sheets, or bedding. I can play with color with those items. But there's something recently about using neutrals that has just been really relaxing for me. Not that I'm going to do only neutrals, but I kind of feel like there's a series coming on with neutral colors. And I do have some projects coming up that are part of, me building my artist career that I can't wait to share with you all. And, in the process of making these things happen, the bullet journal really is the center of all of it for me, because it holds all of my ideas, it holds all of my schedule, my plans, my visions, different things that I'm interested in, my research. I do have a couple of other journals that I use, like, for example, for my business in particular, I'll take notes, maybe in my bullet journal, and then transfer it to my more long-term journal just for my business as Sylvie Moon. And that's a building little journal as well, a bullet journal. This one is just sort of my everyday, everything goes in here, and then from here, if I need to move it or rewrite it or type it in, turn it into a document, then I use that process. Otherwise, I just, really use this as a place to hold my thoughts and it holds space for me. And that is another reason why I love bullet journaling, because it feels like you have a friend to talk to and you can work out your ideas in this friend. And I also use the bullet journal daily as a way to just journal daily. So even if it's just writing down like what I did that day and not anything super deep, that is fine. It's just a way for me to be more present so that I am aware of how I'm feeling that day or what I accomplished that day. And so I can look back and say, hey, look, you got all these things done. Or it was one of those days where you weren't feeling good. And so I always have a record of how I am, how productive I am, I guess, or unproductive, if you want to look at it that way. Not any judgmental way, just realistic, so that in the future I can expect things to turn out a certain way for myself, see patterns, change things I don't like, improve on things. Just be able to observe myself a little bit more without judging myself, just sort of seeing like realistically, what can I expect for myself? How much work can I expect to put in? What times of the year am I more productive, or what times of the day? What months are the best for me to work on different types of art. I mean, there's just so much you can learn from journaling on a daily basis. It's another reason why I love Instagram and use it more like a little journal as well. But yeah, bullet journaling, my friends, it's really cool. It's amazing and fun, and there's so much you can do in a bullet journal, so I can't wait to share more with you on how I use it. And over time, I definitely will put in the description some of my favorite bullet journal channels here on YouTube, because there is a lot, and Pinterest has a ton of inspiration as well. So that is also helpful if you're beginning with the bullet journaling process. Yeah, thanks for watching, friends. I'm just labeling it now. Put down the 3 months it's covering: April, May, and June. I always do a little spine painting and writing, because this is how I label all my little journals. And I'll do a little tour of my past journals at some point this year as well for you. And the next bullet journal video I have planned is how I set up the first few layouts of this Q2 bullet journal for the year, and kind of share with you why I set it up that way, why I've chosen certain layouts and certain things to put into the journal. And again, for inspiration and just maybe something that will be helpful for you in your personal planning and layout work as well. Because like I said, yes, this is self-care and it's fun, but it's also planning, and it's also helping me to achieve my personal dreams and goals as an artist. So thanks for watching, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. I would love that. Or subscribe if you want more content like this, and I will see you next time.